Okay, let's be real. You've seen the incredible stuff that AI can do. It's everywhere, writing entire essays, creating these mind-blowing images from just a few words. It honestly feels like pure magic, right? But what if I told you it's not?
And that's the big secret. It isn't magic at all. It's just math. Yep, pure math. So let's pull back the curtain, shall we? We're going to strip away all the hype and get right to how this stuff actually works.
So, how do we even begin to wrap our heads around something so huge? Well, we're going to start with an analogy, and it's something you probably use every single day without even thinking about it. I'm talking about your phone's autocomplete. You know the drill. You type happy, and bam, your phone suggests birthday. That simple little prediction, that right there is the most basic form of generative AI. Now, just imagine that same idea, but instead of learning from just your texts, it has learned from like a huge chunk of the entire internet. We're talking a massive, massive scale. And that brings us to the core definition. At the end of the day, generative AI is just a pattern prediction machine. That's it. It's not thinking or understanding things the way you and I do. It's just looking at insane amounts of data and making a super educated guess about what should come next, whether that's the next word, the next pixel in a picture, or even the next note in a song. Okay, but how does it get so good at this guessing game? I mean, really good. Well, it all happens during a process called training. This is where the magic, or the math, really happens. Here's a good way to think about it. It's kind of like teaching a kid to write by having them read, well, the entire internet. You know, you'd give a kid books, show them how sentences are built. The AI does the same thing, but instead of a few books, it plows through terabytes of data at a speed we can't even comprehend. And the way it learns is actually pretty simple in concept. It's basically a loop. Step 1, the AI gets a sentence with a word missing, like the cat sat on the blank. Step 2, it takes a guess at that missing word. Step 3, if it's wrong, and it will be at first, it tweaks its internal settings just a tiny, tiny bit. And step 4, it does this again, and again, and again, billions of times. After a while, it gets unbelievably good at finding the right patterns. Now, the engine behind all this is something called a neural network. And I know, the name sounds like a brain, but it's really not. Don't let that fool you. It's just a whole lot of statistics on steroids. I love this phrase. It's not a brain, it's statistics with jet fuel. That's the perfect way to describe it. Okay, so the training is done, the AI is ready to go. So what happens now? What's going on under the hood when you actually type in a prompt and hit enter? The easiest way to picture it is to imagine a gigantic probability map living inside the AI for pretty much every word and concept imaginable. In this chart is a perfect example. Let's say you type peanut butter and, well, the AI's internal map just lights up. It knows, based on everything it's read, that there's like a 90% chance the next word is jelly, maybe a 5% chance it's sandwich, and hey, a tiny 1% chance it's something weird like pickles. It's not random. It's constantly weighing these probabilities to pick the most likely next word, and then the next, and the next, building its response one piece at a time. This all sounds great, but it leads to a huge question, right? If it's this smart, why does it sometimes make stuff up? Why does it get things so confidently wrong? This is probably the biggest source of confusion when it comes to AI. And the answer is right here. This is maybe the most important thing to get. On one side, you have what the AI is actually doing, predicting patterns. It's guessing what words just look like they belong together. On the other side, here's what it's not doing, storing facts. It doesn't have a little truth database it's looking up. It only has that map of probabilities. And that's exactly why AI hallucinates. It can create something that sounds totally plausible, but is completely made up, because the pattern looks correct. Which brings me to my absolute favorite analogy for this. You know that one friend who always sounds super confident, even when they have absolutely no idea what they're talking about? That's generative AI when it makes a mistake. It's not trying to lie to you. It's just trying to complete the pattern in the most convincing way it knows how. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about text, but here's where it gets really mind-blowing. This exact same idea, it applies to everything else too. It's the same principle, just on a different canvas. Just look at this. For text, like with ChatGPT, it's predicting the next word. For images, with something like MidJourney, it's predicting the next pattern of pixels. For AI music composers, it's the next sequence of notes. And for those new AI video generators, you guessed it,
the next frame in the sequence. The output changes, but the core engine, that pattern prediction machine, it's exactly the same.
So when you tell an AI to make a picture of a cat on a skateboard, it doesn't know what a cat is. It's just mashing together all the patterns it's ever seen that are associated with cat and all the patterns associated with skateboard and putting them together in a way that fits your prompt. It's the ultimate pattern remixer. Okay, let's do a quick recap to lock this all in. Number 1, generative AI is a pattern prediction machine. It is not a thinking brain. Number 2, it learns by filling in billions and billions of blanks. Number 3, it runs on probabilities, not understanding. It doesn't know truth. Number 4, it makes mistakes because it's just guessing, not fact-checking. And finally, number 5, the same core idea powers everything from text to images to music and beyond.
So that leaves us with a really big, kind of heavy question to chew on. If AI is just this powerful predictor, this incredible tool that can generate both amazing art and believable falsehoods, what does that actually mean for our future? What happens to creativity? And maybe even more importantly, what happens to our concept of truth?